Hi there, welcome to Made by Granat. It's Anna here, and I'm back with the big book of everything. I got a real nice start to this year, crafting in this one, and yeah, I am eager to continue. Well, happy Sunday. No, it's not sorry, Tuesday. I am so off in my head right now. It's all these holidays. You don't know what day of the week it is anymore. Anyways, big book of everything. And as you can see, I have this one has several names. I have seen it under Old Woman Reading. It's from the 1600s. I've also seen it as Rembrandt's Mother, and I love her blue coat with the fur and the fur hat, and I love this. And a woman reading in the 1600s. It touches me. So I am tempted to make a collage with her and add her to the cover. And since it's a big book of everything, I want to add some. This is just a little note I found somewhere. I'm tempted to make some kind of frame with a text like this. Cut it down, maybe add one more layer and some other things. So I'm thinking, but I'm drawn to her. I have tested so many images, but I am drawn to her. So maybe she belongs on the cover. And even more after putting him on here. He's reading. No, he's writing in the book. Yeah, so the cover is still quite pristine. Maybe not for long. Last time we started going through this big book. Let's put it over here, cover, so I can watch it while I craft. We started from the front and went backwards, adding some things. I have added more things since then. As you can see, here's a little tab. Can you see it? I added a little tab. I had some fabric lying over here, and I just test stamped a blue star on it, and then I hand sewed it to this safety pin, branched it up a little. This is tea-dyed paper fabric, so this is now a tab, and I'm gonna hang something from it as well, because why not? I'm really feeling this journal. I'm in the mood for it. And tonight, when it's darker, because it's starting to get a bit dusk. It's not even 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but yeah. I am going to try and start sewing the signatures in Santa's ledger. So that one will be finished as well. I have lots of ideas for that. Yeah, right, this one we did went through this last video. Okay. Oh, I love this tab that we made. That's also a little tuck spot, like so. Could even leave that in there. This is just a fly leaf from a book, and it's really lovely foxing on it. I was going to add it as a tipping somewhere, but maybe I should just tuck it in like that. I have an idea that I might want to do here. I don't have the things for it right now though. Sometimes I make little notepads in the journals. I add a few strips of paper and some lace, and I sew it on, and you can journal on it. So I might do that there. When I have picked up papers. Right. How far did we reach? Did we get this far? Maybe you did. Oh, that's lots of blank space in here. I'm a bit tempted to do something with that. Yeah, I think we were on this one. Yeah, because this is the lovely envelope double pocket, and that needs more glue. I can see that that needs more glue. These old papers, they just slurp in the glue and eat it up. Yeah. But as I said, I am tempted to do something here because it was very, very white. Something to break it up a bit. Just thinking, oh, here we have that more, okay. Let's see. I think we were in this one as well. Yes, we were. That's Daisy over there. There is so much journaling space in this journal. This must be new. We haven't been here, right? So let's continue. Okay, we have a tiny little flip here that I think I want to add something to. Oh, that was not very... Maybe I don't. Maybe I just do this. Because it was... Didn't want to get stuck there. So that's better. So how's the other end? Did I add something to this? Yes, I did. I am going to reinforce this right now so it doesn't break. And I am going to use washi tape, and I am going to run the washi tape over the Yoo-hoo stick. Yoo-hoo! Okay, so how are you doing? How's everybody doing? I'm doing good. Still got a bit of a stuffy nose, but everyone does this time of year. It's too dry inside. The air is so dry. There's my scissors. There, now it's nice and a bit more sturdy, right? Yes. Oh, and we dropped our little, this one. There we go. Here's a lot of white. Ooh, way too much white. We have to do something. Stamping, adding something. Maybe a little tip in somewhere, or a fussy cut. What do I want to do? Didn't I have... Yes, I did. I was going to add this to a tip like this, a tip clip. But I think I'm going to make it into one of those short tag-shaped pages instead, just to break it up a bit. So I am going to even it out a bit and then add the tag shape to it. This is Pepin Press wrapping paper. I use lots of it. Let's do a... And this is just for decoration, and you can also journal on this paper. By the way, this is me like, I don't know how many years ago. Many years ago. I was thin back then. I'm not now. How many years? 15 maybe? 14? I had a blog back then where I reviewed books, and I wrote about personal life, and I wrote about the kids and shopping, and yeah, I don't know, quite silly but fun. it was fun. And then I turned it into a regular book blog. And then I just went on Instagram instead to review my books, and now I just read for fun. But last year I actually read 100 books in 2025. 100 books. That's almost 2 books a week. It's crazy. I am shocked by myself. So we have some hole reinforcers. I'm just going to ink them a little bit so they get nice and gray. That was scorched timber. Okay, not very brown, but yeah. So reading is one of my other interests, except for crafting. I do a lot of reading, but it's more and more gravitating towards listening to audiobooks instead. Maybe I should put it there instead. What's this? That's better. Okay, we have a little tiny page in there. Love that. Okay, let's continue. And I read everything from fantasy to romance to mystery. I just love listening to audiobooks, and while I do my household chores or while working or different things. There's a flower. I am thinking that I might want to do something fun. I don't want to add a flower to this, because we already have a flower. Even if it's nice and colorful, I could add some professor cut here somewhere. Was this one that was so white? Yes, it was. Maybe I should add a tip in here with a flower. I have this one. I really love the water lilies, and this comes from a French book about flowers. So I was thinking that I would cover this side and make it into a tip-in. So I'm just going to scooch this over and cover this with some coffee dyed grid paper, maybe coffee dyed paper at least. So tip-ins are a great way to add structure or color or layers or writing space in a journal. And I have started using them very much. Let's see. Let's try and position this somehow. And I can feel that that glue did not do its trick at all. Okay, it isn't sticky. Oh, frustrating. Let's go with this one. Let's see if that one is better. I have lots of glue sticks, but this shiny paper is not easy to get to grab something. So, as I said, it's Tuesday. I believe, I don't know what this day is called in other parts of the world. 12th night, maybe. It's 13 days after Christmas. There we go. So everything is closed and we are off work today. I worked yesterday, but not today. So I am going to, and I'm not actually going to work tomorrow either because it's Wednesday. So I'm a bit delusional at the moment. Yeah, let's see if we can cut this down. Better size. Or maybe I should use my ruler instead. And I can still see the corner lifting. Let's add some art glitter glue. Art glitter glue is also always a very good thing to use when you do paper to paper. But I avoid using it when it's this big surface, since then you can get, if you're not fast enough, you can get bubbles under. And I don't want that. There we go. Can I use this to do the tip in, by the way? Except it's the wrong side. I want it on this side. So no, I cannot. There we go. I can feel that it's kind of a gap there, but okay. Let's tear this as well. Great. Now let's add it to the page here. And let's use some ledger to do that. Yeah, I am thinking that I might do a use it or lose it tomorrow, because I have gathered bunches of packaging during Christmas that I want to make something with. So there might be use it or lose it if I have the time. I actually have a hairdresser's appointment tomorrow as well. There we go. And it will be on this side, okay? I hope I am working in frame, I just realized. No, there we go. I want to, I don't know if you can see this, but I want to have a small strip of paper outside the page, so that when I flip it, it doesn't get caught on the paper underneath. So that's a tip from me to you today. And I want it on this side. Ah, come on. Bend the right way, thank you. Just not too close to the edge, but not too far either, so you lose lots of journaling space. Just something like that. And it will tip out and you have extra journaling space, as well as something pretty to look at. I do that a lot in my own journals, do tip-ins all the time. Especially if I get cards or things like that. I want to add them. Let's continue. We already did this, didn't we? Yeah, we were in here. And here was the flower, right? Yeah. So no flower in here. And actually a bit more color. This whole journal is quite neutral. It's beige and white and yellow. Some fun addition. Oh, I love that. Fun additions. This is Leonardo da Vinci, I believe. This is the last signature. I made a tab. As you can see, I have a tab. That's actually the old spine of the book. Inside spine of the book. Pieces of it. It was really sturdy. And I have some old wrapping paper. I have stamped on fabric and sewn around it. I have a little stamped tag that I stamped on it, and I did the edges with alcohol inks, and then I used glossy accents. I love that. And on this side you can see more clearly that this used to be a spine. I added the 1953 calendar because the book was originally published in 1953. I added a label and a Tim Holtz snippet, and I added this fussy cut. And I think I'm actually going to sew here. Yeah, I'm gonna sew there. But I really like this. It turned out really nice. Love it. Lots of tabs and stuff sticking out in this journal. Here we have another fun pocket, because this is an envelope. It's opened up. You can journal inside, but it's also a pocket. I love it. It's so fun. Telegram. More of the friendly pages. This is from a guest book. I think I want to do something back here. Yeah, I want to have another pocket, since this is the back of the book. And I also think I want to cut this a bit. Excuse me, I'm gonna do it now so it doesn't get more torn. So sorry about my sniffly nose, stuffed nose. It just is too dry. I'm just going to slightly take a smidge off. That must be better. That was in the center, right? Yes, it was. Yeah, that's better. So I want to add a big pocket. And if you remember, in the front of the book, jeez, things bang, banging, banging. This is the first signature. I did a huge pocket here with one of the color plates from the book. And I will sew around this. And I think I want to make another one of this, because you can never have too much pockets, and you can still journal on the back there. So I thought, why not make the same here? A big pocket here, and you can journal back here. And I have another one of the gentleman from the original text block. This is Mr. Münsing. He was one of the, I have actually rewritten it there. He was one of the board members, I believe, of the company Munksjö, which this book was about. It was a memorial book. I think I have to take some off here because he is way too wide, which I don't understand because it comes from the same book. But let's see. That's much better. So I'm just going to glue him down 3 sides, and then I'm going to make a notch. Perfect. Easy peasy. But I love having big pockets in big books. And it's also what was I going to say? It is also something. Good to have pockets near the front and back of books, big journals, because there you can put stuff that you are meaning to put in later. Did I just? No, I didn't. There we go. Perfect. I will sew around this as well. I usually do, if you don't know, I save all my sewing till the end, and then because I have my sewing machine upstairs, and then I take the whole text block up and I sew all the things that need to be sewn on the machine, and then I knot the threads and put the whole text block on the book press, which is also upstairs. So that's a way for me to streamline the process a bit. I'm just using my Tim Holtz ruler with a 0 on it to make a little mark in the middle. And I am going to make a little tab so you can see that it's a pocket and easily open it. And I actually think I am going to do a little bit of inking here as well, because why not? So you can see that it's a tab there. Just touching it a bit with my ink over. Perfect. We have a nice big pocket, and also something to look at. He's looks like a nice grandfather, I think. You can put stuff in there. Nice. So did I have anything else I wanted to put in today? Maybe I did. Let me just check my pile of stuff here. I believe I am going to fuss cut that one and add somewhere. I also wanted to make the little notepad, right? That's what I want to do. So I have to find the right amount of papers and stuff for that. And I don't think I have that here. I have to go upstairs. So this will have to be a short and sweet video today for a change, because last one was over 45 minutes, which is a bit too long. So big book of everything, quick craft with me, and showing you what I did. Look at that profile. Isn't that nice? This is gonna be such a fun book journal when it's done. And I am going to see if I can find another letter that I can have behind here, or what I want to add. And for the notepad. Right, sorry for my rambling. I am not used to speaking to people yet. I have been in my little zone, in my bubble for a while. But that's all ending now. Okay, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Short and sweet as it was. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Say hi down below. I will say hi back. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I have a giveaway coming up. Just a hint, if you aren't subscribed, do that and hit the notification bell, because there's a giveaway coming really soon. Yeah, that's it for today. Have a great week, everybody. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.